Welcome, my child. You are not judged here. This is the confession booth. Your story, your secret, your scandal. Unfiltered, unjudged.
It's been long since I've done this, you know.
What do you mean it's been long since you've done this?
Since I've recorded, I don't know what to say.
Do me types the niggas shit I've never done this before. Like I've never done this before.
No, but it's enthusiasm.
Someone would be like people were asking like, where have you been?
Just around work and focusing on myself more. The world is just raining.
What do you mean focusing on yourself? Just like elaborate on that. As mental health, I can get better.
Mental health, what
was going on?
Ndandapa battery saver mental health and Ndandapa bachelor. So I just needed to boost that and work on that.
What are you going through?
A lot. To the Tata some other time. But
anyway, guys, welcome to the show. Chetefa dzwadzoka. Wanga wambotizira 2 minutes, but wadzoka.
Ndakadzingwa kwandakatizira.
So anyway, welcome guys to another exciting episode of Confession Booth. I'm here with Chetefadzi. What story do you have for us today?
All right, let me just say hi to everybody. I'm back, like Msana. Okay, so the story that we have today goes like this. Hi, Tete. I'm a guy 30 dating a 23-year-old. My problem is my girlfriend recently started receiving calls from other guys in my presence, even when she comes for sleepovers over the weekend. If I ask her who is that, she says it's a male friend. I asked to see what they talk about, but she clears all her chats. We were planning on getting married late this year. Am I not ignoring red flags, or I'm just being overprotective? Okay.
Flag you China, you red. The flag in China is like really red. I don't know. Like, for starters, I feel like if you're, I think this guy was planning on getting married. Not Kuti. We were planning. I planned to get married at egg.
Me, and she said
so I don't think they were planning. 30. What I think of the age difference, quite cool. After Y2K and by new millennium 2000.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's I don't know, like I just feel like I feel personally that if someone can disrespect you to the extent of receiving calls from other men in front of you and then clearing chats, clearly there's something to hide there. I feel like this guy should take that Mari angafana autorora umbonotenga Honda Fit yake hybrid or do something else. I think this person is not ready to be in a marriage, I think. Because I feel like when you then say, oh yeah, I'm committed to a guy, even as much as you got work colleagues or whatever, if you're caught in a dating someone, then that shows there's part of my boundaries where you like, yo, this space and time is for my man and this personal space. And, this guy mentioned something also that I found like, yo, shocking. I managed to reach me, I'm old school like that. When I'm 2000, I still have my work sleepover. It's a red flag.
How is it red flag?
I
Amen. But she's 23. Akur.
Yeah, but that doesn't. Do you understand Do you understand the gravity of someone sleeping over your place?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I just, like, in this day and age, like, when on a sleepover, like, it's nothing. It's just a sleepover.
Sleepover basically means apana patrufeka makondom all night chita sleepover. Do you understand how messed up the concept of a sleepover is?
Yeah, it's messed up, but...
In personally, when I was growing up, right? Kuti patakazo pautoita chidance chimwe chacha kunana missing you whatever, and then someone gives you a pack and whatever, right? Like the first day you kiss someone, like it was really like special. So what I'm saying is this: if this girl came to a sleepover by your place, right? Fair and fine. Friday, yaanenge achiti kumba kwedu hakuna magetsi nesaturday uchitoita kuti magetsi akawaita fault hakuna magetsi unofunga kuti ari kusleep over kumba kwani
unenge kusina magetsi.
So you know what I mean? So it's one of those things where some of those things we need to then, because you know, like when you do stuff like that later on in marriage, that's when you realize that I saw the signs, and then you then look like, because like I mean, I can vouch for someone, for my partner, for my partner's character and behavior because of how she behaved when we were dating and courting each other.
Okay.
So I can be like, Murunye bera munu, you can never do that because I've tested this and she doesn't believe in that. But I don't know. What do you think?
All right. Inini, I think kuti mkomano amachuwa pa kusika pa stage kuti arore and but mskana wake vamwaskana, vachiri kutedzera the trend yekunzi ama 2000 vane swag, they're cool, they're like this, they're like that. So I think this girl actually in that phase yekuti aiwa inini ndichiri ama 2000, I'm still fresh. Everybody is so obsessed with ama 2000. So pasangana vanhu two, one aruziva zvaari kuita and one asiruziva zvaari kuita, one achiri kuda kuteedzera the trends ari kuitika. So even if vakada kuzotsvaga common ground, avambokwanisa kuwana common ground because musikana ari kuti ari kujola. You know how it is these days. It's like people are jollering.
No, I don't know how it is like these days. Please enlighten me.
You don't know? People are jollering out there. Vanhu vari kungoti tiri kujola. Munhu anenge nemunhu wake, but anowana someone else on the side. That's mujolo. That's what I understand mujolo is.
So like for this guy's sanity and his mental health, I think like he needs to the fact that she's already crossed those lines and disrespected him in this way, and you know what I mean. I think he needs to let go of this person. That's the advice I would give him, to say, let go of this person as much as it might hurt, and you can move on.
Right.
The problem that happens with a lot of females in society is that they think they have time. So Androna Munu 23 right now. The world is an oyster, does everything, she trains and ran on her and everything and whatever, right? By the time a normal, decent guy then comes through and says 7 years from now and says, I want to marry you, right? I ango chiperaris. Like Rango, you know what I mean? So it's like, so what are we? And then you now expect me without expecting to buy 6,000 more engineer, I don't shake out data, so like this, you know what I mean?
But you know what?
So at the end of the day, I feel like people need to understand that you can't have it both. You can't have your cake and eat it.
Okay.
So instead that people prioritize and say, listen, I want to be this kind of woman. People need to understand what they want. They can't.
You can't have your cake.
You can't have your cake and eat it at the same time. Yes, I'm not saying people should enjoy and whatever, right? And if you want to do that, do not come and waste someone else's time, because what you're then creating is a cycle of broken people out there, and then these are the very same people that will then be out there saying, your men are trash and whatever. Who's breaking this men that you guys are saying are trash? You know what I mean? So you can't go around playing around with people's feelings and emotions and then also funga uti it's all fun and games, because it's not all fun and games. You can't, and I think I've noticed with a menoka scheme, money making scheme or whatever, where people think they can live and leech off other people to say, okay, we feel some kind of area ne base ne transfers ne chichi, I'll be with him for these things that I require, and he'll do my nails and everything, and I'll probably pretend like I want to marry this guy, and then if I need long dick and whatever, I'll get it from the other guys, and then if I want a bad boy, I'll get it from that. So I really feel like people need to respect other people's emotions, time, and money, and say, you know what I mean? I mean, maybe Dindru Dipisa. I mean.
No, not really. I think like in society, when washoma no respect her. And with girls, and talking with that statement, kwazinoro wa matumbo ndo kwazino manyira.
And this is my statement. This is actually like yo kwa onoro wa matumbo ndo kwano manyira.
I had a time yande mbodaro. Yukuti munu anenga achindida ndendizinga mudi. But anenga sina na basa nini ndiko kwa nini chinda ikoko. I think it was just for a moment, but it's no anik. But
why do you think that was going on? Why is it like that?
No. We're not talking about me now.
No, I don't know what I was saying, because like I said it earlier on, I was like, it's like, you know, I say the statement earlier on when I was like, it seems like, you know, the more the toxic person is, the softer guys are mare good sex and you'll find with the toxic shit, the physical is like, so I don't know what it is, but yeah, first I think the advice we can give them is leave this person, you know what I mean? You don't, as much as it might hurt and whatever, I mean, you can, there's plenty other fish in the sea. There is a lot of other people out there who are willing to date you, who are willing to respect you. So, kungodaira phone from another dude, which to entertain or to delete my message and whatever. It's just a pure sign of disrespect, man.
Okay.
I don't know. Those are you know daira phone pamberi mfeso.
Daira phone yani.
As in mama dudes, so do you even give out, like if you're dating someone, are you giving out your number like that to potential clients?
Most people have my number, even this nakumba my number.
What do you mean? How do they have your number?
They have my number. Like I talk to a lot of people from Twitter. You know how it is. So
no, I don't know how it is.
Don't say that.
I've got 800. I've got 800 followers. I don't know how it is.
So for 800, the phone numbers.
I don't have, my phone number is very private, eh?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh well, and anyone on English doesn't chaka or
so you're comfortable talking to another dude in front of your dude. Like let's just put this.
No. Well, what I try to do is respect mo komana wangu but there's I had a friend.
You heard it first and official, guys. Fadzi anem komana wake. Saka vese vana got my comment section or I try to shoot my shots. Fadzi ndinem komana. Continue.
Yeah. So I'm saying can I win a friend don't go show no this person is not a threat at all.
How do you judge that this person is not a threat at all?
You can tell. And that kind of thing.
What happens?
That person is a threat. I'll find when a boyfriend yako. You get what I mean?
But how do you even get to a point where I
don't know. People just.
No, I'm just trying to figure out like these conversations that you're having with your fans on Twitter, which like yeah, some people are just. She doesn't know what happens then next. I just want to find out how like girls, because I know people use. Is it the reason why you've got a dog as a profile picture on Instagram?
I love dogs. Right. I love dogs so much. I had a Jack Russell, by the way. So I think a dog is my profile picture because I love dogs.
So
why not?
So I want to ask, how do you deal with a situation where like a better guy approaches you who's actually better than your current guy? How do you deal with that situation whereby you see looks makale whether my physically, my financially are better than your dude? How do you deal with that?
I'm not gonna get it better. But
right now.
But Nini, I'm content. I am content. So can I Nini, if I'm content, there's no need for me to, entertain that guy much or answer that guy, that kind of thing.
But Ben Fisa answer. What is like? There's no need. No, I just want to find out because it happens. It's not like
it happens.
It's not like your Fisa don't know. You know what I mean? He's got flaws and whatever. So what I'm asking is, if there's another guy who's asking you out or hitting on you, who's actually like 10 times better than your dude, what happens? I'm sure you've broken up with people. What are your reasons for breaking up with people back then?
Well,
was there a better option out there, right?
Not really.
Not really is not really an answer.
No, it's an answer. Mira, let me explain it.
All right.
My reasons why they include cheating, they include, just misunderstandings because same level.
Those
no. I mean, and she did different things in life. Or maybe are ready to get married.
Are you ready to get married?
Ready to get married. I'm not answering that question. Or are ready to get married and you're.
Shad, you know, like this could actually help out the other guy out there in Facebook. If you just say yes and not ready to get married,
I'm not answering that message, that question. No.
She's not ready to get married to you, my nigga. But continue.
Anyway, so I'm saying, Kuti, like, people, like, wano break up for different reasons. Wano dawan for different reasons. Unogononge wine mkomono kwa siri perfect. Anenga in my flows. Akawanda kudarika like how perfect he is in some other matters. Saka anjogonenge jagadai. You see? But still, negotiate pago ya mkomana ukutimnenge muri pa same level like this. Pagunzo sana are you better financially, emotionally, is available, you know, that kind of thing. But unogonongo sutombo mfila ushoda someone else. So that's when it comes. You have, like you're saying, respect each other's emotions, time, finances, and, you know, blah, 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 all that. You have to respect muno nengoinai. You know, like these days, van waruku ma raise van waruku zuraya ninyeze mjolo and stuff. Akawanda.
I'll never kill someone over someone else, eh? But continue.
But people are doing that. Van waruku zuraya. Because I think I can invest my emotions akawanda. So I
invest my emotions are Mari
my emotions. You know my emotions ga anogono kukurira. Zoguti you think that I want to face better. There are people who think like that.
Like isusu like ku Stingy Men's Association. Atingoro imari zokumanya because toto
nyango muri ku Stingy Men's Association unopinda murudo nemunhu zokuti from head to toe you breathe that person. The first thought that comes to your mind is like, you know what? I don't deserve to be on this earth. I don't deserve this. You know, and it's a serious issue that is happening like these days. It's a very serious issue.
Like in I grew up in a very Christian home and I'm a Christian. Neminana yaita pasipano achifamba cigarette and then Judas Iscariot akatomutengesa unofana kutoziva kuti mulife munhu anonzi munhu haufani kungomutema imagine kuti Judas Iscariot akatoona Jesu. Imagine Judas Iscariot, there was a time Judas was hungry and akatoona Jesu achitochinja fish dzichitomultiply akatodya fish and chips. But I'm telling you for coins. So what I'm saying is people need to approach this love thing. They mustn't. Yeah, I think it's actually unhealthy to love someone that much. I actually think you should love yourself enough to know.
You don't like fall in love with a person that deep intentionally. It's not like you plan it. I need to open in this relationship, or I want to love this person 10% or 5% or whatever. It just happens. It happens naturally.
No, what I said is that I think people should just leave room for disappointment. Like when,
of course, you'll be leaving room for disappointment. Relationship. Then you fall deep and deep and deep and deeper. Right? You wouldn't like expect that this person is going to disappoint me. Even if I could disappoint, you're blinded. Literally, you're blinded. This person is wrong for me, like this, like this, like that. I think actually it gets to a point where it's overwhelming and you just let it go. You don't want to be overwhelmed. You just, you know what, let me just let myself go, you know, and you fall deep in love with this person. And then Muniano zokurwadzisa zvaunenge usingaexpecte.
So
and then zvinozokubata iwewe wozotanga uzodila nema-emotions ayaya, like, you know, like I know, like dealing with all those emotions. Let's say you dated for a year or for 2 years, I don't know, dealing with all those emotions like for 2 years in a space of days or a day or akuramba nasi, well, like it's in a matter of hours. It's overwhelming and people don't process these things.
No, okay. So,
and when they don't process these things, and stuff.
So what's your final word on the person that sent us the situation? What do you think they should do and what's the word of advice?
I think this guy should leave this girl. Anofana focus on something else. Actually, 30 years actually maybe maybe by 34 or 35 you know what? You see. So ababa actually
you were like now just on that, just to digress, when you said 34 and whatever, right? You were how like panoenda ku like family functions namo and stuff like that. How often do you get asked kuti ko mkwasha ari kupi and whatever? Vatangisa kuvunza ma questions there.
Yeah, I've been asked those questions.
How do you respond to that? And how do you find that offensive? Kungovunza onzi.
No.
Indongouza kuti mangoreza mari yacho ndouya naye. Kana 3 foot kana mchida.
No. In Ine, I don't really find it offensive. They think kuti, like, you know how it is, the society we live in. People judge it. I'm skana kashka 24, ashka 25. Oh, akatozuka 26, you know, like, yeah, to jowe. Asata zororo, asata zodi. Like, you don't need to force anyone to get married. Because people these days are getting married for the wrong reasons.
So how do you respond when people ask you to like mkwasha darugo? How do you respond to
Aripo. When it's right. When the time is right.
You know the reason why I just like place this this issue in this conversation is because there are people who then go to the extent where I was talking to one of my cousins like recently, right, at a family event that I was at, and they were saying that there are people who are actually even rude to the extent that they will ask a married couple, kokuti ko mwana alpha asamzudaita mwana and stuff like that, and then you don't know whether these people are actually trying and maybe it are just going to take, or even maybe they just know kuti currently mangunja namthuli ncube ma-policies awo avumirani nekuti mungoita kuti vanhu toda ngodya nekupfekeza mapampers. So like I find that is very, it's a personal question. It's very rude to a certain extent. Yeah,
it's actually offensive to ask one whatsoever.
Even I find it offensive.
Exactly. You know, you don't actually. People should give people space. Don't like overwhelm people with these situations. Like there's a guy that I know who committed suicide because whatever, senior bachelor this, senior bachelor that. Don't give people pressure. Let him be. Kana mari ada cannot it's time could achirora. You don't need to necessarily give people pressure. Kuti chirora, mana, you know, blah blah blah. You don't need to do that. It's not necessary. So my advice to this guy is he needs to let go of this girl. As I to the point where he will witness another suicide. Because muskana wake azeng. Kanada urora ngatangire maybe past 25 years bawaskana a mature one. One anyazo arukuda or one arukuzoti arukufana treat her in which way. Of course, I'm not saying that every girl at 25 is mature. It's not everyone who is mature. But they're still acting like they're kids, or they're still acting weird. You get what I mean? So you just need to look in the right place and the right person, and he doesn't need to rush, because you know what is happening. Most people are rushing kuti dananane munhu chop vatororana because adaunzi baba ningi, musikana adaurora because adaunzi mai ningi. 1 year adarika mai ningi baba ningi expired. Azvichanakidze, you know, it's just a title. And then we're going to say, this person is not right for me. Muno wangu wandinoda not right for me. Akaita say this guy or this girl. Uyaz muno wangu atiriwirirani atinzwisisane chichishi offish pane mwana, or I don't know. Then you see wanozodai wataku divorce because atisku click. And I'm thinking msingatombodana nizoshuwa mbamacho. You're just there for the title. Whatever. We're in this marriage for those titles. But I'm not for those titles. A year after. So I suggest this guy takes his time. He's still young. Takes his time, look in the right place, and he needs to know and that person because kana uketa marriage ne one mun arikuda one mun uri marriage wega because muni anogona kuita shenanigans out there, and she or he doesn't care. So it's scary. It's scary.
Thank you. Materere mazvinzira vega tetefadzi vadzoka vakachaja bundle re one. Anyway, subscribe and press like and comment. Don't hesitate to comment, share on TikTok and all social media platforms.
Thank you, guys.
It was a confession. Go ye, my child, and sin no more.